Welcome to Kaumudy Global. On Partition Horrors Remembrance Day on Sunday, the BJP had blamed the Congress and the Communists for accepting the demand of the Muslim League for a separate nation. In an over 7-minute video released by the Saffron Party on Sunday at 8 a.m., the BJP indirectly blamed Jawaharlal Nehru and Congress leaders for bowing to the demand of a separate nation raised by the Muslim League led by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, instead of opposing it. The BJP video had alleged that the Congress leaders who should have confronted the Muslim League on the two-nation theory had accepted partition without consulting the people of the nation. It also blamed the communists, saying their leaders backed the Muslim League. While narrating the story of partition, the video frequently showed Nehru and Jinnah. It also features Cyril John Radcliffe, who drew the map to divide India into two nations, asking how those who had no knowledge of Indian culture, heritage, civilization and values drew borders between people living together for centuries in just 3 weeks. Where were those people at that time who had the responsibility of fighting against these divisive forces? The BJP asked while sharing the video on Twitter. At the end, the BJP also blamed the communists for the partition. Hitting back at the BJP with a series of tweets, Congress leader Jairam Ramesh said, the real intent of PM to mark August 14th as Partition Horrors Remembrance Day is to use the most traumatic historical events as fodder for his current political battles. Lakhs upon lakhs were dislocated and lost their lives. Their sacrifices must not be forgotten or disrespected. In another tweet, Ramesh said, the tragedy of partition cannot be misused to fuel hate and prejudice. The truth is, Savarkar originated two-nation theory and Jinnah perfected it. Sardar Patel wrote, I felt that if we did not accept partition, India would be split into many bits and would be completely ruined, said his tweet. The modern-day Savarkars and Jinnahs are continuing their efforts to divide the nation. The Indian National Congress will uphold the legacy of Gandhi, Nehru, Patel and many others who were untiring in their efforts to unite the nation. The politics of hate will be defeated, read another of his tweets. At 8:39 p.m. on Sunday, the Congress posted a video which pointed fingers at Vinayak Damodar Savarkar and S.P. Mukherjee. In its video, the Congress argued that the two-nation theory was started by Savarkar more than 3 decades after S.P. Mukherjee showed support for the partition of Bengal. Later, it was taken over by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. The video also quoted B.R. Ambedkar, architect of the Indian Constitution, as saying, no matter how strange it seems, Mr. Savarkar and Mr. Jinnah, instead of opposing each other on the two-nation theory, have supported each other. The BJP's Amit Malaviya hit back, tweeting, the two-nation theory was first propounded by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, founder of Aligarh Muslim University, who gave the idea back in 1876, much before Savarkar was even born, that is in 1883. Savarkar and the Hindu Mahasabha were in fact opposed to the idea of partition till the very end. Regarding the Congress's claims on S.P. Mukherjee, he tweeted, the Congress, genuflecting the demands of the Muslim League, had resigned to the idea of giving away whole of Bengal to then East Pakistan. Had Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee not campaigned for Hindu majority districts to stay with India, we would have no West Bengal today. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, who was born on 6th July 1901 and breathed his last on 23rd June 1953, was an Indian politician, barrister and academician who served as the Minister for Industry and Supply in Jawaharlal Nehru's cabinet. After falling out with Nehru, protesting against the Liaquat-Nehru Pact, Mukherjee resigned from Nehru's cabinet. With the help of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, he founded the Bharatiya Jana Sangh, the predecessor to the Bharatiya Janata Party, in 1951. He was also the president of Akhil Bharatiya Hindu Mahasabha from 1943 to 1946. He died in the custody of Jammu and Kashmir police in 1953. Last year, PM Modi had declared that August 14th will be remembered as Partition Horrors Remembrance Day to remind the nation of the sufferings and sacrifices of Indians during the partition in 1947. Now, the past is past, and it is high time the peoples of India and Pakistan saw each other as their brothers, sisters, relatives, or friends and live peacefully, remembering the love and unity that existed prior to the partition, as well as the unbreakable cultural connect between the two nations.